Yo, I'm Jago Krista, and you're probably very interested in the title, and it is kind of as it seems. Paul Flynn, who is a Labour MP, is going into Parliament to talk about cannabis. He's going in to talk about medical cannabis as well. So you may have seen, it happens sort of once a year, once every other year. Somebody goes into the House of Commons and they'll talk about cannabis. Sometimes it's about medical use, sometimes it's recreational. The majority of the time it's recreational. But this guy, Paul Flynn, he actually seems like he knows what he's doing. When I first saw this clip, I thought, oh shit, this guy means we actually have a chance. So I'll quickly show you this talk that he did back in July. I think it was July, maybe in June, but I'm pretty sure it was July. And he called on people to use cannabis there, like in Parliament. So just watch this and I'll explain what we are gonna do to help out on the 10th of October.
Elizabeth Bryce, when she went to the Parliament in Belgium, spoke to the Parliament in Belgium, and within months they changed their policy in that country. We know most of the countries in the world allow this most ancient of medicines, been used for 5,000 years in every continent in the world. It's used for medicinal purposes. Well, I would call on people, and I know we're not supposed to do this as members, to break the law, to come here and use cannabis here and see what happens, and challenge the government, the authorities, to arrest them.
So the 10th of October is when Paul Flynn is actually doing the talk. So he's obviously called for people to use cannabis there. And that's what we're gonna do on the 10th. So basically, let me just spark this up real fast. Let me spark this up real fast. You know, just after getting this completely going, I have just realized that it's gonna be a bitch if I film this whole video and I'm just relighting this the whole time, because I have to keep like each one level, because this one's already like, so I might just save this for myself after the video. On the 10th of October is when Paul Flynn is doing the talk in Parliament, and the United Patients Alliance, which is a group in the UK. Honestly, I've been in the cannabis scene for a long time. I don't know too much about United Patients Alliance. Like, I've met them a couple times, and you know, I know a bit about what they do, but not enough for me to just come here on video and be like, okay, this is like what United Patients Alliance do, because I don't want to like spread any misinformation. But what I do know is they are hosting this event. So on the 10th of October, pretty much everyone from the canna community, like anyone and everyone who is available on the 10th of October, you've got to go to the House of Commons. I'll link the Facebook event in the description so that way you can check it out and make sure that you can, like, you know, see all the times and you know exactly where it is if you've never been before and never seen the House of Commons. But yes, everyone's going to be smoking weed outside the House of Commons. Like, that's the point. Paul Flynn has called on us cannabis users to use cannabis at the House of Commons. So that's what we're gonna do. There shouldn't really be too much police attention because it's a protest. Like, you've got to remember that, like, yeah, when it comes to like illegal stuff, if you're doing it in form of a protest, that's kind of like what the point of a protest is. Like, we're protesting the legality of it, and you have a legal right to protest, and to protest that we're going to smoke cannabis. So the police don't ever usually have a problem with protests. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of medicinal users there who probably won't even be consuming on the day at the time, so that should kind of sway any sort of attention away from us, so that way it's all sort of contained. The more people there, the more chance we have of legalizing this amazing herb, or at least getting something towards it. Like we need people to notice. Like, that's the thing. Like, these talks happen all the time, like once a year, like once every 2 years. And nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking even bats an eye to it. Like, there are so many cannabis consumers in the UK who, if they knew that these talks even happened, would try to support by getting their local MP down. But people don't even know to do that, let alone about coming to the House of Commons to smoke up outside of it. And I don't know, I think if we can come together and do that, like, you know, why sit there and be like, oh yeah, I really wish like weed to be legalised at some point. Like, oh man, it really sucks that people with cancer can't have their medicine and stuff like that. Like, nah, fuck you. Like, if you say that shit and you're available on the 10th and you ain't coming, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, oh yeah, it would be sick to see it happen, but like, oh, when you have the option to become a part of it, like, you know, that's when you're making a change. Like, to this day could be a massive pinnacle point for medicinal cannabis in the UK. And imagine if you can say that you were a part of it. That would be fucking sick. That would be so sick. I know I'm gonna do it. So if you wanna meet me, you wanna have a smoke up with me or whatever, fucking, that'd be sick. I'll be there the 10th. I'm pretty sure it's 2 p.m. I'm probably gonna try and get there a little bit early, like maybe like 1:30 or something. It sort of depends like how it goes on. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know if that's actually a confirmed time. I'm pretty sure that's the time that's on the event page. It could be a different time. Either way, I'll try and get there half an hour early. So come meet me, come help. That'd be sick. The more people, the better. So share this video with your friends, with your family. If you know anyone struggling who needs their medicine, maybe show them this video that there is a turning point that could happen. Like, there is shit going on in the UK. It's not just like being swept under the rug. We're not just talking about recreational use anymore either, which fucking has annoyed me for time. We are talking about it, and it's happening. So I'll see you in a week's time, and that'll be fucking sick. I'm excited to see a lot of you guys down there. It would be really nice to see you guys helping the movement, and I'm fucking hyped in it. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this. Alright, so I will see you in a week's time. That'll be fucking sick. I really want to see as many of you there as possible. Like, I don't know, I want to see bare people there. It'd be sick. I just really want this to fucking finally happen, and it's possible if there are tons of people who are willing to support it. So, on that note, fucking subscribe. I release loads of content to do with weed. Not all to do with weed though. Sometimes I'll release a little story video, a little rant video. Yeah. So I'm sure you'll probably like some of the stuff that I released. You know, some of it. You may as well stay subscribed. Comment down below because I'm gonna start pinning comments and stuff. I don't really. Yeah. You never know. Your comment might get pinned. And then I think that's it. Hit the like button, share this video around with all of your friends, show them that, you know, there's shit happening. There's shit happening with the movement. 2017 could be the year for cannabis, or at least the year of the beginning for the UK. That would be sick. So, I don't think there was anything else I needed to say, so, peace, you know.